Hello, everybody. This is Eric Novice. In this video, I'm going to talk about missionaries in UBF and the truth about the missionary process in UBF. Because in reality, as you can see in the title and the description of the video, UBF only wants Koreans as missionaries. More specifically, they want Koreans from Korea UBF or second gens, children of UBF Koreans. And the reason for that is because in reality, the UBF higher ups, they believe in, I like to call, Korean supremacy. They believe that the UBF Koreans, they believe that when it comes to establishing house churches, missionary work, that they're superior to other races, especially those of color. Yes, they do discriminate, they do commit and condone racial profiling. Of course, they won't flat out tell you this, let alone acknowledge that, because that's going to look really bad on paper. But yes, they do that. Yeah, that's why whenever you hear, that's why if you're a new person, when you hear about UBF and missionaries being sent to other countries, or if a missionary is ever visiting UBF, it's always a Korean, a UBF Korean. It's never a native. Now, a native would, at most, if they're lucky, they might have their own church, like the case of Mark Vucekovich, but that's extremely rare cases. By being missionary, I mean like you go to another country, establish a church of Christ there, and you're autonomous. So UBF does do that, but they only want Koreans doing that. They'll never allow natives, anyone who's not Korean, to be a missionary for them, because like I mentioned, they believe that UBF Koreans are superior to other races. Even if you're white, like, you might find favor upon them, but they'll still never let you become a UBF missionary. Now, why is that? How this all started? I'm not sure exactly how it started, but going back, even before the U.S. was evangelized by UBF, so to speak, the first UBF missionaries were sent to Germany, and they were all Korean. So yes, UBF has a very biased understanding of other countries. Even their understanding of U.S. is based on stereotypes, or is very elementary. Like Americans emphasize individualism. And I'm saying no Americans do that, but they make it seem like all of Americans do that, when that's not the case. There are people in the States who value community, that sense of belonging, not just, they do value collectivism as well. There's even Koreans in Korea who more recently start to value individualism. But UBF, they make it seem like, they give you this impression that only Koreans value and practice collectivism, when that's not the case. So if you're a new person there, and if you desire to be a UBF missionary, I'm just going to be upfront right now, and just be blunt. UBF will never make you a missionary. Period. In fact, ask them to name at least 5 UBF missionaries who are not Korean. 5 non-Korean UBF missionaries. See if UBF pastor or senior shepherd can name 5. They cannot. I'm pretty sure they cannot. And this is true to this day. And that is the unfortunate truth. And that's all for this video. And yes, this is kind of a short video, but that's just something that should be known. Sir Ignavis signing off.